Lesson 9 is on the elms and ginkgo. The two elms which are in our study are white elm and slippery elm. Both have unequal base, as you can see here and here. Often the white elm shows the most significant unevenness. The white elm is dark green on top and paler underneath. The margin is coarse, double-toothed, and the fruit is fringed with hairs, as you can see in the drawing. The slippery elm is often rough on the top, somewhat like sandpaper. The fruit is not hairy, with a slight or no notch at the top. This is a good example of white elm and the unequal base. It is smooth on the top and the upper surface is dark green. This is an example of the very obvious double tooth on each tooth. The fruit of the seed is surrounded by an oval, thin, papery wing with fringed hairs. As with the slippery elm, the flowers and fruit appear before the leaves. The white elm tree is shaped like a bouquet or a vase, and this is an identifiable characteristic. The slippery elm. The surface is often rough, and underneath can also be rough. The leaves are noticeably uneven at the base. As you can see in this drawing, the roughness on the top makes it a little duller green. The slippery elm fruit has often no notch, as can be seen here, but it never has hairs. Otherwise, it's fairly similar to the white elm. Other elms, such as rock elm and Chinese elm, are not on tree B. Elm interesting facts. Can be used for plywood and flooring, rail ties and pulp, but the wood of the elm is used for the construction of longbows during the Middle Ages. The ginkgo, one of the easiest trees to identify, but also possibly one of the more interesting ones. The ginkgo leaf is distinctively fan-shaped. The texture is similar to leather. The ginkgo is one of the few trees which were alive in the time of the dinosaurs. There's often a notch in the middle of the fan, but sometimes the notch is missing, as can be seen in the lower picture. The ginkgo fruit has a very foul smell. It is fleshy and round. In the center is a seed nut. The ginkgo tree has a distinctive look. The branches, which are uneven, have large gaps between them, but the leaves are tightly arranged around each branch. Sometimes it can be described as having an arm sticking out beyond the main part of the tree. Ginkgo interesting facts. All of these have at one time or another been on tree B. Ginkgo was the only living thing to survive ground zero after the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Ginkgo biloba is derived from ginkgo leaves. This is a common vitamin supplement that you can get in drugstores. Ginkgo is found in fossils dating back to 270 million years, including inside some dinosaurs' stomachs. That concludes our lesson on ginkgo.